Hi everybody, this is Ben Thede at Uptown Music in Kaiser, Oregon. I'm going to spend a couple minutes today talking about effects order and just effects in general. I'm just going to go really quickly because I know you don't have a lot of time and our attention spans are as short as ever. So if you want to know more about effects and effects order, come down to Uptown Music and ask me a couple questions. My name is Ben. I know a little bit, but you know, a little's good. First on your pedal board, you want to start with your tuner. It's the most important thing because no matter how good of a player you are, how awesome your effects sound, how awesome your tone is, it's still going to sound bad if you're out of tune or up on stage. Tuners are also nice because they have mute functions, so you don't have to put the crowd through the whole agony of hearing you go bam, bam. So you want to keep that to yourself. Second up, you want to have your extreme frequency effects like a wah. You want to have that early on in your pedal board because it produces pretty big cuts in your tone and your volume, and you want to have a clean signal going in there. After that, you have your octave pedal or other pitch-based effects. You want to have that early on, just like the wah pedal, because it can produce these big spikes in your volume or valleys and cuts in your volume. So you want to have that early on, and you want to have it clean, very clean going into it, because the more stuff you're throwing into those two effects, the more muddy it's going to get. It's going to sound bad. After that, you want to have your compression pedal, because it will smooth out your signal. It will take those peaks in gain and those valleys in gain and smooth them out, make them more focused and tight. After the compression pedal, you have your overdrive and distortion pedals. You want to have your low gain distortion first, and if you're using another distortion pedal or overdrive pedal, you want to have the higher gain pedal second in the chain. After your distortion pedals, you want to have your EQ pedal, so you can shape your tone a little bit without having to go over to your amp and fiddle with the knobs mid-song or between songs. It can give you a good lead boost to your distortion, or if you change your guitars mid-set, it'll just lock in the other guitar and dial it in instantly. So that's with the pedal. This is without. You can hear the big difference there. So after your EQ, you want to have your modulation effects like phaser, flanger, tremolo, pitch, or excuse me, ring modulator, or a chorus effect. So that's your phaser effect there. Here's your flanger. Tremolo. Chorus. So there's all sorts of different modulation effects out there. This is just a small sampling. These are probably the most well-known and most well-used pedals out there, but with how many companies there are, there's more effects than you can even dream. Here's your delay. So this is the part of your pedal board. You're going to have your time-based effects. So it's always better to have your crazier effects before the delay, because they're going to be repeated in the delay's function, you know, in the repeats. If you have it in front of everything, all those repeats are going to get distorted and modulated, and it's not going to be that clear. It's going to sound really, really muddy. After delay, and the last pedal on our chain is the reverb pedal. The delay really ties the room together, provides the general ambiance. It makes your tones sound like you're playing in a giant cathedral rather than a small carpeted room. It's great to have last because it just really makes all the effects work together well and just sound nice, warm, and organic. Anyway, that's the brief rundown on your pedal board. If you have any more questions about effects order, or guitars, anything really, come down to Uptown Music and look for Ben, and I'll help you out. Thanks a lot.